Good morning, students. Welcome to class 1. So students, for your 6th semester, we shall be starting with Chemistry of Drugs. In that, chapter 6.1, that is anti-amoebic drugs. So let's get started. Amoebiasis is an infectious disease caused by the protozoa and Amoeba histolytica. It primarily affects the colon, but other organs may also be affected in the secondary stage, like liver, lungs, and brain. Students, there are two types of amoebic dysentery. First is amoebic dysentery that is associated with bloody mucoid stools and abdominal pain under acute conditions. And second, chronic amoebiasis that is characterized with vague symptoms like anorexia, abdominal pain, and intermittent diarrhea or constipation and with tenderness over the cecal region. Many infected persons may pass cystic forms of protozoa in feces and may remain symptomless and act as carriers. Intestinal amoebiasis results in ulceration of the colon. Amoebiasis, though more widespread in tropical countries, is actually worldwide in occurrence. The disease is characterized by gastrointestinal and constitutional symptoms, and it has a tendency to turn chronic. Amoebic dysentery is a condition caused by the action of the protozoa and Amoeba histolytica within the alimentary canal. These causative organisms are usually acquired by ingesting food or water, which are contaminated by fecal matter containing amoebic cyst. Bad hygiene and insects like flies assist in the propagation of the disease. It is this cyst which are resistant to freezing and partial drying and transmit infection from person to person. The cysts hatch and liberate the amoeba into the intestine where they destroy the cells causing ulcers. If they gain an access to the bloodstream, they are carried to liver and brain where their attack results in the formation of abscesses. Some of the amoeba cluster together in the alimentary canal and secrete a resistant wall around themselves to form a cyst. Some of these cysts are expelled with the fecal matter. They lie dormant till they are re-ingested. Next is chemotherapy. Any chemotherapeutic agents used to destroy the causative organisms and Amoeba histolytica and prevent the disorder caused by them in colon and extraintestinal organ is termed as amebicide. All such agents must have the following properties. First is, it must be sufficiently powerful to kill the causative organisms and Amoeba histolytica without leaving any protozoa to cause reinfection. Second, there must be sufficiently large margin between its lethal effect on the amoeba and its toxic effect on the host. That is, the drug must kill the amoeba but not the host cells. Third, if possible, a single drug should be effective against the protozoa, whether it is present in the intestine or outside in liver, lung, or other organs. However, none of the amebicides satisfy all these characteristics. The drugs used in treatment of amoebiasis are classified clinically into the following types. First is drugs used only in intestinal amoebiasis. Second, drugs used in both intestinal and extraintestinal amoebiasis. And third, drugs used only in extraintestinal amoebiasis. Next is imidazole derivatives, which includes three categories of drugs. First is metronidazole, second onidazole, and third tinidazole. So let us see in detail one by one. First is metronidazole, that is 2-methyl-phenitro-imidazole 1-ethanol, also known as flagyl protostate, Metro 4. It is an anti-amoebic and belongs to imidazole class. It is an important antiprotozoal which was first marketed for topical treatment of T. vaginalis vaginitis. It is orally effective in both the acute as well as carrier state of the disease, and its anti-amoebic activity is effective against both intestinal and hepatic amoebiasis. It can also be used against other protozoal infection like giardiasis and blentidiasis. Consider the properties of metronidazole. Metronidazole, it is a pale yellow crystalline substance sparingly soluble in water and is light sensitive. It is given orally or by intravenous injection. Its relative freedom from toxicity makes it a valuable drug, particularly for those patients who cannot tolerate emetine. Side effects are abdominal pain, anorexia, metallic taste, etc. Second is ornidazole, that is 1,3-chloro-2-hydroxypropyl 2-methyl-5-nitroimidazole. It is anti-protozoal, antibacterial drug. In addition to being an anti-amoebic agent, it is used to treat different anaerobic infections, amoebic liver abscesses, amoebic dysentery, giardiasis, trichomoniasis, etc. Consider the side effects. It causes dizziness, headaches, tremors, etc. It should not be used during pregnancy and by lactating mothers. And third is tinidazole, that is 1,2-ethylsulfonyl ethyl 2-methyl-5-nitroimidazole. Tinidazole, it is a potent drug used against protozoan infections. It is used in treatment of different amoebic and parasitic infections like giardiasis, trichomonas, etc. It is also used in treatment of certain sexually transmitted diseases. The side effects of tinidazole includes nausea, vomiting, headache, and increased BP. And it should not be taken during first trimester of pregnancy. Next is consider the synthesis of metronidazole. When 2-methylimidazole is first synthesized from glyoxal by multi-component synthesis called Debus-Radzivsky synthesis. The product on oxidation by nitric acid followed by treatment with 2-chloroethanol or ethylene oxide gives metronidazole. And last is combination therapy, which includes ciprofloxacin and tinidazole. When the patient has mixed infections of protozoa and bacteria causing diarrhea, the combination of anti-protozoal, that is tinidazole, and antibacterial, that is ciprofloxacin, will be more effective than administering a single drug. So students, in our today's lecture, we have started with the topic of amoebiasis, types of amoebiasis, amoebicides, chemical types and their characteristic features, chemical class of imidazole derivatives with suitable examples, structure, characteristic and use of the same like metronidazole, ornidazole, tinidazole. Then we have also discussed the synthesis and uses of metronidazole along with combination therapy for curing amoebiasis.